I would say Kanye is, he's my little brother. I've been around him since 2006. And I feel as close to him now as I did in 2006. I think in fairness to someone like that is you have to look at trauma. You have to look at devastation, life interruptions. And when you're so close to your mother, and I was very good friends with his mother, Donda, and he loses his mother, that's a devastating thing. And when you're dealing with, as Deepak Chopra calls it, mental hygiene problems, or as the great Dr. Amen says, brain health, those are the things that Kanye's dealing with. So, I love him. I talk to him. We're good friends and we have great conversations. And my goal and my dream is that he will continue to find his way up and out, even though he has said some very ugly things and hurt a lot of people in his addiction. But I was with another very famous guy 3 nights ago, and at his show, he made a complete fool of himself because he was high. And he's very famous. I'm not gonna say his name right now, but that was hard to watch. But I'm sure everybody that's listening have had moments in their life that would have been hard to watch had the cameras been on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I talk about that in the first episode that, I thank God. One of those moments happened to me because sometimes we get the gift of desperation through that. And sometimes we can't bring ourselves to change until we're in enough pain, right? Does that sound true?
100%. Yeah, so with Charlie, I've been friends with Charlie Sheen since 98. And we have amazing discussions. He's a very nice guy, but can be very lost at times. And when he gets into that lost cycle, he's a completely different human being that I can look at him. He's not even the same guy. But he does interesting things like call my mother just to talk to her about life. So there's sides of Charlie that other people don't know that I know, that I could go to his house and he'll cook me food. So I love people. So whether they're in the high or the low or the middle, I'll stick with you until you're just being really hurtful to everybody. Then I gotta just check you real hard.
Right. Well, Dog the Bounty Hunter was somebody that you had empathy for, but also gave him a little check, right?
Yes. So when Dog said some racist things, his team asked me to go on Larry King with him. And the people that were around me said, not a great idea. And so I had to look at okay, I got a pretty dope career going here, but I don't believe that Dog is a racist, even though he said things that were racist. And so I did go on Larry King with Dwayne Dog Chapman and defended the fact that he was not a racist, but had a big mouth. And I remember Beth, his late wife, who I did her funeral, said, man, nobody talks to my husband like that. I can't believe you get away with things like that. But I think that that's been the cool thing about being in the position that I've been in. I never have manipulated myself into power. So if I was ever not to get to be in the club anymore, it didn't mean that much to me. So I really come real with these people. Yeah. There's not one guy I've ever backed off to, male or female. And as you know, I deal with the biggest.
Yeah. Well, so let's go there. Let's talk about Oprah.